Hey guys, it's HMK once again, and I gotta bring up something that a lot of people's been talking about as of late. You know, critical mass has been hit when it comes to the NX hype, and a lot of people is expecting some news around this time because Nintendo did say, oh, expect a reveal or more information about the Nintendo NX, codename NX, sometime around fall. And everyone was thinking, hey, September is gonna be the month, September it's gonna happen, you know, we're finally gonna get the news soon. And, you know, September, right now we're 16 days into September, and nothing yet on the NX, and people are using this as some sort of inclination to think that the NX isn't going to release on time in March, that Nintendo's silence mean it's not going to release on time, it's going to be delayed. Everyone's saying, oh, the NX is delayed because no one's talking about it. Well, the thing is, that doesn't mean diddly squat. It doesn't mean shit, honestly, you know, because technically, first of all, fall doesn't start until the 22nd of September, if I'm correct. And then a lot of people weren't even saying that, hey, you shouldn't, you know, take September as, you know, the big month of reveal. A lot of people are now pointing towards October, which is a prime month within the fall, including people like Emily Rogers and other leakers. You know, they're pointing to this direction and stuff. And, you know, I believe that October would be a more prime date, but just because a company is not saying anything about product that they themselves said that it's going to be ready by March. You know, the reason why the NX is coming in March in the first place is that they want to have games ready for the launch. You know, it seems that Nintendo, for the longest, you know, they've been developing an NX for a while, and I'm pretty sure the NX is pretty much done at this point, or I should say, you know, the master copy or the master system is already completed, and in the coming months leading up to the release of the NX, Nintendo's probably gonna start mass production sometime along those lines, you know. And a lot of people, you know, they're freaking out because they really want to know what the NX is. And trust me, I'm hyped. I really want to know what the NX is. We've had leakers coming all around, you know, leakers and rumors out of the woodwork, you know, talking about what the NX is. Eurogamer says that they're sure that it's a mobile hybrid system. A lot of people say it isn't that. A lot of people say it's a dedicated platform like Nintendo is saying. They're saying this is your cartridges. Everything up until this point is rumor, and the only thing that is that the Nintendo is calling this thing the NX, or I should say the codename NX. And I'm pretty sure a reveal at this point is very imminent, especially since Sony and Xbox, Microsoft, they've already dealt their hand in, I should say, the next generation. Not really the next generation, but their new view on the generation, which includes the PlayStation Slim, the PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One Slim, and Project Scorpius. You know, they already dealt out their cards. Nintendo, you gotta throw down the gauntlet. You gotta show what you got. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure to impress people. Of course, Nintendo has their hands full with things like Pokemon Go and unveiling of Super Mario Run, and then, you know, dabbling with what smartphones can do for them. And their stock has been increasing since then. But that doesn't mean Nintendo's gonna sway away from their original plan of announcing the NX sometime soon in the fall. You know, we're not even in fall, people. I know we want the NX news, but we shouldn't blow this out of proportion and saying that the NX is not gonna reach in time, because a lot of people are saying this, that the NX isn't going to release on time, or I should say the time where Nintendo plans to, which is March of next year. But I'm pretty sure that the NX itself as a system isn't a problem for Nintendo in terms of completion. I'm pretty sure it's already done, completed, good to go. It's just that they're getting games ready for the system, and maybe that's the issue what we're having. Maybe there's an issue with game development, certain games behind the scenes that they're prepping up for the NX. Maybe it's falling down in development or whatnot. But the games we do know that are releasing on the NX is Breath of the Wild, Just Dance 2017, Dragon Quest, and the next generation of Sonic games. And as time passes by, more and more games are getting announced and confirmed for the NX, yet we still don't know what the NX is. You know, at this point, the fact that Nintendo are allowing developers and themselves to confirm releases of a game on the system that we know nothing of, I'm pretty sure that everything is running smoothly, because they wouldn't announce games for a system that is releasing this time next year or even beyond next year, because that's what people are saying. People are saying that the NX probably could release sometime holiday 2017, which would make no sense. You know, Nintendo knows how lucrative the holiday season, and they threw that away for the sake of creating games to have ready for the NX. And I'm pretty sure if they're gonna do something like that, then the launch lineup for this thing better be ballin'. I mean, already, if Breath of the Wild is a launch title for the NX, that's already a heavy kicker. You know, there's whispers of Super Mario Galaxy 4, another Pikmin game for the NX, F-Zero, Metroid. A lot of people are saying that another Metroid Prime being headed by Retro Studios is in line for the NX, but I really doubt that since Retro Studios is doing a lot of their own thing right now. Maybe Metroid Prime headed by another developer, I don't know. And also at the same time, we gotta look at the Wii U at itself. It's dwindling down to the end of its lifespan. Only a couple games, like 3 games off the top of my head, are releasing for the Wii U next year, and that's Breath of the Wild, Yooka-Laylee, and Just Dance 2017. And the only new game for the Wii U that is really creating any type of buzz that's releasing within this year is Paper Mario Color Splash, and that's already got a lot of negativity going around that. So when combining all of that, the NX reveal is imminent. Nintendo's already talked about their 3DS games with the recent 3DS Direct. They really have no plans for the Wii U going into next year and finishing up this year. So they have to reveal the NX. They're ready to make that transition. They're ready to make that jump. And people just have to be patient because the announcement is coming, you guys. And Nintendo NX is probably going to release on time in March of next year. Do I believe that Nintendo silence at this point means that they're going to delay the system? Hell no, not one bit whatsoever. But the thing is, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think the NX will release on time? Do you think we are going to get the announcement soon at the end of this month or in October? Because a lot of people are pointing towards October. And remember, guys, fall really hasn't started yet. We're dwindling down summer. We're going into fall as we speak. So with all of that being said, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And until the next video about the Nintendo NX, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.